All right, Evan Ginzburg back with another edition of Evan Ginzburg's Legends TV with my buddy Tommy Maher, the co-owner of Madhouse TV, the co-owner of the Mousetrap Cafe. Anything else you're co-owner of? You have a beautiful girlfriend in Janine, right?
Yeah, well,
but that's not an owner.
Can't say owner.
That's not an owner.
Can't say owner.
That's right.
No, that's about it right now. It's enough, believe me.
Go. So update us. What's been happening at Madhouse? What's been happening at the Mousetrap?
Well, Madhouse, we we're adding a couple new shows coming up. We have a new show on Monday nights, starting at 7:30, and then we have once a month we have a comedian that does a show at 6 o'clock, and then the Long Island View is back on the opposite Mondays with myself and Joyce, my co-host Joyce, and.
So in 2016, when you're doing news, inevitably, aren't you offending half the audience? The country is so divided on everything.
I tell you what, I walk the middle line. You can't win, so why bother? That's my motto, you know. All I can say to anybody out there that's voting, and I'm not trying to sway anybody in any way, but have you had enough?
Yes,
have you had
absolutely.
enough?
Absolutely, and I was having this conversation earlier today. You can't demonize the voters. If somebody votes for Trump, it does not mean they're endorsing roping women. It does not mean they're racist. If somebody's endorsing Hillary, it does not mean you're anti this or anti that. People vote for different reasons.
Well, you know, I'm not saying sides of all, but I think it's really pretty hypocritical to be bashing this guy for something he said on a bus, and all of a sudden, after all these years, all these women popped up in the same day, in the same week.
Conveniently, 3 weeks before election.
And
don't get me wrong, I'm not a Trump fan.
No, I know, but the main thing that gets me is this is coming from a man, a woman whose husband physically did this stuff, and it's proven, it's fact. I mean, they have the DNA. It's all right there, you know. And
politicians are shameless, and they're going to seize any opportunity to get ahead, obviously. Look, there's 350 million people in America. These are the best two we could come up with. I'm not a big fan of either of them.
Tom and Jerry.
I'm voting Hillary, but I am not a big fan of either.
Well, I to me, you know, I just personally, you know, it's sad. It's sad, but I personally,
I think it's tragic.
I can't even look at her. I feel if her lips are moving, she's lying. I think that they are. You know, no one said it better than George Carlin. It's a big effing club, and guess what? We ain't in it.
Yeah.
And they're in the club.
I liked Sanders very much. Yeah. I would have voted for Sanders.
Even Trump's running mate. I mean, the guy is very presidential. I mean, you know.
I just want to say something. My mother just passed, and one of my friends who came to, we say shiver in Jewish, after somebody dies, people come and visit. White Republican, married to a black woman, adopted several black kids. Obviously, this man is not a racist, but he is voting for Trump. The people vote for different reasons. Well, you know, Bill Maher, who generally I agree with.
And you notice I wrote on your thing, I saw that post and I went, no relation.
Okay. Bill Maher, you know, when he says, when he implies, I should say, that many of the Trump voters are racist, you can't make blanket statements, though. You can't make blanket statements.
I'll tell you, I think they're rolling for a big surprise, though, because I think for some reason, which I'm really not sure of why people would care, but I think there's a lot more Trump voters that just are not saying they're voting for Trump. I really do. I think I tell you the truth. I think he's going to win, and I think he's going to win big.
I think it's going to be closer than people expect, but I think Hillary's going to pull it out narrowly.
I can't even imagine.
I think it's like a circus. Those debates were like circus-like.
But going back to what I said before, I'm sitting there and I'm totally amazed that this woman is talking about this guy's morals. I mean, am I the only guy that knows what these people did? How can you do it? I mean, of all topics, that's one topic. Did you see Bill Clinton's face when Trump brought that up? I mean, I was like,
It's like a wrestling angle.
oh my God.
You know,
But I mean,
Trump shaved Vince McMahon's head at WrestleMania. This is where this guy belongs. He belongs on a wrestling show, not as president. But anyway, I think what's going to happen is whoever wins, half the country hates him. The other party's going to do everything in their power to block everything that they try to pass. And for the next 4 years, nothing will get done.
Right.
And
Business
who's the
back to
losers?
usual.
We're the losers.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I think Trump has in his favor is that, you know, and one thing he does say is right. You know, Hillary's talking about we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to do this, we need to do that. But you've been in this position for 30 years. Why haven't you done it?
Well, part of the reason things don't get done is everything that Obama tried to pass, the Republicans try to block.
Right.
It's like a war.
It's a joke.
The country's divided in half. Congress is divided in half.
But you know,
it's a fight to get anything through.
And I agree with you 1,000%. And the one thing I really don't get is why there hasn't been someone to come out and run on a third party that's a legit
That's
guy.
credible.
That's
Yeah.
a blue collar kind of guy
Yeah,
that
exactly.
grew up like we did and struggled like we do and know what it's like to be us. We don't live with mansions and 30-foot.
I grew up in East Flatbush, Brooklyn in the 60s and 70s, which
Well,
is
we
what
come
my
out of
book is
Flatbush
about.
Avenue, too.
That's right. I grew up in a tough neighborhood, as did you, and I can't relate to a Donald Trump who grew up in Jamaica Estates in a 13-room mansion with 5 bathrooms. I can't relate to it. I can't wrap my head around it. But Hillary, who's made $200 million during public service, I'm not too fond of either. So
And their lifestyles, I mean, come on. I mean, you'd have to be Ray Charles.
Hillary's-
Not only blind, but he's dead.
Hillary's
to not
daughter,
see what's
Hillary's
going on.
daughter,
Class.
strolled into a $900,000 a year media job.
Yeah.
And as you know, I am not getting paid $900,000 here at Madhouse.
You're not?
Nope. So $900,000 with no experience and bought a $10 million apartment.
Yeah.
So they have parlayed this into great personal wealth, which as...
And how much do you need? I mean, how much do you need?
Well, taking it a step further, if you're feeding at the trough of Wall Street, of the banks, and they're paying you hundreds of thousands of dollars an hour, how serious are you going to be about stopping them the next time there's a scandal, the next time they're ripping off the public? So I don't like either of these candidates.
You saw what happened this morning now that they pulled, Bill Clinton was supposed to do a speech for the Wall Street boys, and they pulled it because they thought it might give the impression that they have a close connection with Wall Street.
I need to tap into those 100 to 300,000 an hour speeches. So once again, folks, here at Madhouse TV, we are endorsing a third-party candidate, Bootsy Collins. Bootsy for president. That's right, Bootsy Collins.
There you go.
So let's get on to happier things like music. You're a musician. I'm a music promoter and huge fan. Saw the great Bobby Rush the other night.
I heard you got to meet him.
Tremendous. 83 years old.
Unbelievable.
And like the Energizer Bunny, the guy just keeps going. 2-hour shows, 83.
I know. I did him up in Canada.
How great is Bobby Rush?
It doesn't get any better.
I love that man. I love that man with all my heart.
Let me give you a quick story. I think I told you the story, but for the people out there, we did the biggest blues festival in North America, and Bobby Rush was a headliner on the second or third night. I forget what it was. I think it was the second night, and we were shooting. He was staying in the same hotel as we were, so I interviewed him backstage before the show, and the guy, he was like 81 or 80.
I'd love to show some of that footage on this show one day.
Oh, we could definitely do that. It's amazing. It's amazing. But the thing to show you how good this guy is, he came out, and I know you know, but he played for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
That's right. 83 years old.
I was filming it, and I was exhausted from standing in one spot.
And it's not like he's sitting in a chair. It's all energy,
never
dancing,
stopped moving,
Yeah.
and he never took 10 seconds between any two songs.
And he looks like he's 60.
And it gets better. At the end, he goes, "You think Michael Jackson's got something on me?" We was on a $3 million stage, 80-foot long. Moonwalked the stage. This is after 2 hours of playing.
Yeah.
Then got done, He killed. Then he went back to the hotel, and some crackhead or meth head woman attacked him, almost beat him to death.
Really?
And the guy gets up, and goes to an after-hours party
Yeah.
and stays there till 8:30
The
in the morning.
indomitable
I'm like,
Bobby Rush.
I was exhausted from filming him,
That's
and this
right.
guy is out. I mean, how does that happen?
We should do a documentary on him.
That guy, if the
Really?
whatever, and I said, whatever he's doing, I want to do that.
Bobby Rush is the king of the chitlin circuit.
Without a doubt.
You know, there's not a lot of those guys left. Lattimore, Denise LaSalle, you know, Marvin C's passed.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a world unto itself.
And then that show that with the women, you know, it's a whole.
Yeah.
He's a unique guy.
2 nights before, I saw Chic and Earth, Wind and Fire in a 5-hour torrential downpour outdoors at Forest Hill Stadium. The Village People, Bette Midler. That was
How was it?
It was great.
How was Earth, Wind and Fire?
Earth, Wind and Fire was great, except they were the headliners. They were on last, and after sitting in the pouring rain for 5 hours, you know, a lot of people were shot. But Chic did an hour and a half, and they played behind Bette Midler for 5 songs, so they were great.
How was
Tremendous.
that new stadium?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I mean,
I haven't been there.
not cheap. I mean, they don't give it away, the tickets,
What's
but
cheap?
but beautiful. So, folks, speaking of music, what we're going to do is show a couple of videos. And first of all, our friend Oliver Shan, who's based out of England, I believe, at this point, but from Goa. And check this out, folks. This is his tribute to New York. The video is New York.
Oh my God, you're so damn pretty. Looking at my mouth and every word of the songs that I sing. Smiles at me as she catches me staring. Looking New York pretty, she could change everything. Well, all my walls are breaking voluntarily as I sing for her in New York City. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Every move, every breath, every word that you say. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm coming home. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want you in the front row of my life now, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. New York, New York. Singing every word I've ever written. Everyone and everything in this room just fades away. And every kiss from you, I imagine, could be more than enough, girl, to make me stay. Well, all my walls are breaking as she sings to me from the front row of my gig, New York City. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Every move, every breath, every word that you say. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm coming home. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want you in the front row of my life now, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. New York, New York. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Every move, every breath, every word that you say. Whoa, whoa, whoa. New York City, I'm coming home.
Come home with me, NYC to Mecca. Oliver Shan, PM, all weather, tough leather. We hot, whoa better. Dig a little bit to get here, whatever. They rabbit, when we hear from the sticker. They selling all they souls to the demon. Thinking they achieving riches from beyond. Success is what you make it. We made it all along.
That was the great Oliver Shan, ladies and gentlemen. I also know a wrestling journalist named Sean Oliver, believe it or not. So, anyway, what's your take on Oliver Shan?
I love Oliver. I mean, I know he's been on your show a few times. He's a gentleman. He's a class act. I think he's a good-looking guy. I mean, he's got the whole package.
He's
I
a
mean,
good songwriter. He's a serious guitarist. The total package.
and a great guy.
Yeah,
and a great
yeah.
guy, which is really pretty rare.
Yeah, I happen to like him as a person.
I really thought. I mean, I still think he's gonna. He just needs to be in the right place at the right time, because he's got all the goods. I mean, compared to what's out there, he blows them away.
Yeah, every level, the guy's the real deal.
Without a doubt.
And I'm jaded. I've seen everybody.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Iglesias' son.
Oh,
A
okay.
little bit,
Okay. And we're gonna show a video right now. Shift a little to R&B with the great Al Chestnut singing live. You're gonna
Another
enjoy this,
great one.
folks. He's great.
Here's my story. I was unfaithful and broke your heart. 'Cause of my infidelity, we did apart. But the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Love you standing for you, with tears in eyes, singing, ooh, la 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 la. Come on and help me sing, ooh, la 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 la. I give you all my heart went out to play, but in the game I lost you. What a price to pay. I'm crying. I know I made a few, but I'm
Get my slow roll on, you gig? Thank you so much.
Al Chestnut, give it up for Al Chestnut. Oh yeah.
How great is Al Chestnut, Tommy?
He is, he's an unbelievable artist. I mean, you had him on your show. He blew me away.
From the legendary Chestnut
Yeah.
Brothers, they toured all over the world. They opened for Billy Paul. These guys.
He's the real deal.
Yep.
He's the real deal. No doubt.
As
about
is his brother, and we send our best to both of them.
it. And one of my favorite songs too.
Oh yeah, Smokey. Smokey's a genius. Every 16-year-old that has a pop tune on the charts is not a genius. Smokey's a genius.
Yeah.
There you go. And finally, another live clip. We have Speedo, my buddy Speedo Harmonica
Hey.
Jones, some blues, shifting genres, folks.
He's great.
Enjoy,
He's great.
enjoy.
Let's keep it moving with Speedo Harmonica Jones.
Well, better dead than can I say. Know what I'm talking about. Know what I'm talking about. Better dead than can I say. Really no doubt. Really no doubt. Places a walking nightmare. Death is the only way out. You wanna know why? Why? 'Cause working in Canarsie, like a baby pooping in your lap. Working. Well, now working in Canarsie, like a baby pooping in your lap. Working. You try so hard to clean it, but you can't believe that crap. Well, you can't live by promotion, can't live by a pick. Well, you can't live by promotion, can't live by a pick. Only way out is in a pine box, and that's really, really sick. I can talk right now, Mr. Stretch, get to stretch. it kinda hard to see.
Can't see, can't see, can't see.
Yeah, when St. Joe dispatcher, it get kinda hard to see.
Can't see, can't see, can't see.
You catch the bus to Canarsie, but the train went behind me. Come on, Anthony.
My friend Speedo Harmonica Jones wailing. You're a blues guy. What do you think, Tommy?
I know Speedo. It really doesn't get any more professional. I mean, every person in that band is a pro, and I think he's fabulous.
Tremendous.
And you didn't get to hear the woman singer, but she's amazing.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
great. But I mean, he's a 10 in my book. you know.
Felix Cabrera is a great harmonica player.
Without a doubt.
Sugar Blue's still out there. He's tremendous.
There's so many that
James
are really
Cotton's still out there.
Yeah.
He's like 80. He's
Well,
still
and
great.
Paparazzi from the Blues Brothers too.
Oh yeah.
You remember he played at BB King's with
That's
me that
right.
night.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, Tommy, we're gonna wrap it up. Anything you want to plug?
Come down to the Mousetrap Cafe.
Give out the
and-
address.
203 Broadway, Amityville, New York. We have it's you know, go to our website, mousetrapcafe.com, and there's an event page. You'll see every night we have live music on, we have karaoke on Tuesday, then live music Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, last night we had one of your favorites in there last
The
night.
great Edwin Vasquez.
Edwin Vasquez, they tore up, they packed the place, it was amazing. We had Kerry Carney last weekend, packed the place, and the week before that we had Scott Holt from Buddy Guy, Mario from Savoy Brown, Roger Earl from Foghat,
Wow.
and Kirk Yano, 3-time Grammy winner on bass.
Yeah, the real deal. Can't
it was-
beat that.
And I got to play with them. It was great. It was absolutely fabulous. We got some great shows coming up, so come on down.
What's the
food's
website?
Great. Mousetrapcafe.com.
Easy. Okay, so check out the website. Come out and support great live music on Long Island, folks. And when we come back, we're going to do some film reviews. We're going to have a fashion show. This is the eclectic mix known as Legends TV. Don't you dare go anywhere.
This is Beth.
Hi.
Oh, congratulations. When are you due?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, look at that. Excuse me.
You're totally thin.
You look very sexy.
For life's bleachable moments, all it takes is 3/4 of a cup.
Hey guys, I'm Randy Unger, and this is another edition of Unger the Radar. And with me again is co-host and videographer Erica A. Hey Erica.
Hey Randy, thanks for having me on. Now it's exciting. We've got 2 movies this week, but I don't want you to turn into an old fuddy-duddy.
No,
there are enough of those in both of those
Yeah,
movies.
I'll try not to. The first movie we're going to be talking about, guys, is called Wild Oats, and it's a charming little comedy starring Shirley MacLaine and Jessica Lange, who star as 2 women who come into a lot of money and live it up in the Canary Islands. Here's the trailer.
We are united with you today in sorrow.
Sucks. I just feel so bad for you. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. I'm not crying about Frank. You're not? I think my husband's having an affair with that little brunette. Did you see how everybody was looking at her? Some of us were looking at the coffin. Well, yeah, I know that, but I mean, after that.
What about his life insurance?
Certified letter for Eva Fenton?
50,000. Am I going to live on that? I thought
But you said the policy was for $50,000.
It is.
But this $5 million.
I can count the zeros. It's not my money, Maddie.
You know what your problem is? You don't know how to have fun. But you're not robbing a bank, you're making a deposit.
The only thing you need to do is endorse it.
Don't run, just act normal.
Mrs. Stanton, wait! I can explain. I have never seen this woman before in my life.
The bank cleared the check.
Yes!
He's cute.
Would you two young ladies like to dine with me tonight?
Us? We would love to.
I'm going after your mother.
She cashed a $5 million check that doesn't belong to her?
You can't arrest her. Not yet.
I'm concerned about her judgment. She seems very lonely. Wow.
How long do you think it would be before we could do it again?
Well,
Baby, I'm spinning this game.
Eva Fenn, you are under arrest.
We should have a plan.
I totally agree.
But you don't have one.
No.
Go on, girl, go and do
Do you know how great my ass was?
It's still the envy of the town.
I'm Chip.
I'm Maddie.
Have you ever seen the movie The Graduate?
No.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, gonna make it work.
And there you have it, guys. Wild Oats, now out on DVD and VOD. Erica, what did you think?
Well, I thought it was a very cute movie. It was sort of like the alternate ending of Steel Magnolias.
Okay.
If Julia Roberts didn't die. It's like, okay, let's
spoiler.
go on a few years. Well, she dies midway through that movie, but she's not in it.
Right, right.
And you have Demi Moore, you have all kinds of assortment of random old men.
Right, like Billy Connolly, who plays an interesting character, a very distinguished gentleman who they meet on the island. I thought the performances were good. I mean,
They were.
You got,
and the plot
yeah,
was quirky.
very quirky. You got two legendary actresses. I call this movie Grumpy Old Women, but you know, it's just a fun little film. If you want to check it out, go ahead. It's out now, guys. So then,
All right.
So any final thoughts on Wild
So,
Oats?
I mean, definitely go look it up, go see it, find your favorite character. You might even just pretend that you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a little predictable. That's true.
It's a little cliche.
Yeah, but nevertheless, a fun little movie. So the next movie we're going to be talking about is in that same vein of charming little dramedies. It is called Milton's Secret.
Focusing on another old gentleman.
Another old cast, relatively.
Yes.
Well, you've got Donald Sutherland, who plays a hippie grandfather who returns home to impact the lives of his family, most importantly, his young grandson. Here is the trailer.
Ready, set, now. That's me, Milton. This is my mom.
Okay, I gotta go.
Hi. And that's my dad.
What do you want me to do?
Are we gonna lose the house?
Can we just go one day without you asking me that?
Everybody's worried about enough. Am I getting enough? Am I good enough? Grandpa Howard was enough.
Milton Adams, you're amazing! Come on, let's go eat.
Do you do anything normally, Grandpa?
It is a wonder.
If you can think and not make thoughts your aim. Who said this? Milton?
You want to do something, Millie Willie? You're the Walking Dead.
To the principal's office, Miss.
A bit of time ago, I met this really bright boy who figured out how to purr like a cat.
What is it that you're trying to prove? You're a grandfather. You are not a 20-year-old man.
Why are you always on his case?
I couldn't even get a hug from you. And now you're just peace and tea ceremonies.
It's complicated. Cats don't worry about tomorrow or yesterday. They're just here.
Is that what you do?
Sometimes.
What are you looking at? You're just as scared as I am. Scared to death to walk out on that stage.
You let your heart make sense of what your mind couldn't figure out.
Breathe.
Drinking all night.
You hold the secret.
I wanna go home.
And there you have it, guys. Milton's Secret, now out, I believe, in a limited release. Erica, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's well acted. If you're into that kind of movie, you'll definitely enjoy it. The parents are such amazing roles. The kids are such amazing roles. This grandpa changes everyone's life for the better, but it's just not worth it, in my opinion.
Really?
If I wanted to see this teen angst drama, I can walk up the block to the junior high school and just wait for the kids to come out and take out their cell phones and shoot each other and
I think it's a
and beat each other up and bully each other. It's
art imitating life, I think.
Yes, that's
Perfectly.
exactly what it is. It imitates it perfectly, but who needs that when they go to the movies? It's not an escape. It doesn't create anything. It's just someone videotaped life and scripted it.
Well, I do agree that it might be a little dull, a little boring, and but I think that the performances, especially from Donald Sutherland and the young boy William Ainscough, are exceptional. Like these two, they have brilliant chemistry.
All the actors bring amazing performances.
They do, but in particular these two, I think the chemistry is extremely strong.
But I just think the movie itself fails a little.
It's dull, yeah, and it meanders a bit, but I was hoping that the performances would save the movie. They don't really save it completely. There are moments in the movie that you'll enjoy. And any other thoughts?
Well, why don't you tell me? What did you think of the movie that made it better than what I describe it?
Well, like I said, the acting. You got strong performances. The screenplay was okay. Nothing to sneeze, write home about.
So, I say skip it.
Yeah.
You say that it hits your radar.
If you're a Donald Sutherland fan, I'd go see it without a doubt. And the young boy, William Ainscough, he is a new young talent that I think people should take notice.
Hopefully will improve. That in the next 4 or 5 years, we'll see a lot more of him in more leading roles.
And he'll probably be the next Spider-Man down the road. But,
or maybe he'll be the next Batman.
Yeah,
he can be Robin the Boy Wonder even.
I like that. I like that idea. So any final thoughts, Erica?
No, I think that's it for this week. So don't forget, go check out the one movie on DVD and go look for the other one in movie theaters.
Right. And also don't forget to catch Unger the Radar. We're on YouTube. We've got some videos up now. You can go check them out. And there's plenty more to come. So guys, that is all we have for today. We're going to have more Legends TV.
Thanks, Randy.
Oh,
it was great to be on.
Great to have you.
And I'm videographer Erica A. Till next time.
Come
back after the commercial break.
More Legends TV after this.
We are the Stylistics Review, and you're watching MadhouseTV.com.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hog's hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly used in Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience.
But
All right, we are back. We are back with Legends TV, and we are honored to have Donna Mochelle Franklin of D. Mochelle Fashions with her beautiful and stylish models. Why don't you introduce them for us?
Sure. Okay, so I'll start from Kereem. Kereem?
Yes.
He is one of our fabulous super celebrity models who is doing a marvelous job out there in the industry of fashion. And he does a lot of modeling, and you know, Kereem could talk more about it. And then we have Same. She's fabulous. She is Miss
Botswana USA.
Mm-hmm.
All the context clues would tell me that. Yeah. There you go.
And she's been modeling with a lot of different designers out there on the runway. She has also been in my magazine, and she's done a lot of work with me on my runway and photo shooting and whatnot. So she's beautiful. She's doing a lot of work out there. And we have our young lady here, Leann. She started with me at the age 15, and she's doing a wonder. She's just blowing up. I mean, just beautiful. She has a lot of editorials, cover magazines, runway. She's doing a marvelous job out there. I'm so proud of her, and she's gonna go so far. All of them are. Then we have Chris. He is definitely, okay, he's going to tell you a lot. I'm just going to do the basics. Actor, what can I say, modeling, cover magazines, there's so much more. I'll give him that opportunity to explain. And then we have Shanisha. She is one of my newest models that have been working with me. But I know we're going to be working some more because she's from California, just coming into New York. And so we got some work to do because she is like, she's going to blow up here in New York. So don't worry. We got you, girl. All right, so this is the girls and the guys, and they're doing a wonderful work, and I'm just proud of them.
And what do you tell a young model, male or female, about the pitfalls of the industry?
Okay, what can I tell them about the pitfalls? Oh, I can tell them a lot. Well, the pitfalls is to be so very aware. Don't be so desperate, you know. Absolutely look into whatever you're getting into or whoever you're working with. Google. Do a background check. Be careful of the wolves dressed in sheep clothing. Sure. Okay, because there's a lot of them out there. And just as Iceland, they all call me Mom.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Because
That's nice.
I tell them like it is. You know, I tell them the truth. They want to hear the truth. I tell them the truth. Look, that's not good for you. This is good. That's good. Yeah. Magazines, photographers you have to be very careful of because sometimes they're exploring you. Don't be so easy to always being taking pictures because you don't know where your pictures are going.
Right.
You know, ask the questions. So you're a photographer. Do you have photographer license? How long you been doing work? Where you been? And then Google it. Follow up before they start taking pictures because, like I said, you never know where. Am I right?
That's true. Yes.
And so
it's really hard.
That's something I give them. You know, and then the fashion shows. You know, they're doing a wonderful lot of work on the runways and working with a lot of different producers and whatnot. That's wonderful. That's good. But every place is not always good to go down the runway. You know, because sometimes there's a lot of waste of money and then you can burn out faster. So I would look into also those that are producing. Yeah, there are new producers, yes, but do they have some substance? Where are they going? What is the cause? What is the purpose?
Right.
You know, look, like I said, do your check backgrounds, you know, on people.
And we have a video clip we're going to show. Why don't you set that up?
Okay.
You submitted a video for the from your fashions.
I thought I'm not sure if it's in there, but I did.
Okay, we're gonna go to the video, Janine.
Okay.
Ready, set, now. That's me, Milton. This is my mom.
Okay, I gotta go.
It's not okay. We're gonna come back to that, folks. So tell us about the Mochelle Fashions. What are your goals, and tell us a little about it.
So Mochelle's Fashions is a fashion line of clothing for breast cancer survivors.
Oh, okay.
And so I started Mochelle's Fashions with making a clothing line for women that has gone through a double mastectomy.
Wow.
Women that have basically need an uplift.
Right.
After being diagnosed with breast cancer, women tend to have a lower self-esteem about themselves.
I have a friend going through this right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've worked in the medical field. I did fashion. I've worked as a manager in Victoria's Secrets and Nordstrom as a bra specialist. And so I worked with a lot of women, patients that came in that had a double mastectomy, and they needed something to uplift, make them feel good. So I used to put the bras on them, fit them, put the T-shirts and make them, feel.
Right,
and they were
right.
like, oh, some of them would walk out just crying, feeling good, about themselves. Because I was like, oh, don't worry about it, it's okay. You have to empathize and have sympathy for these women that are going through, because you can imagine just a limb being removed from your body, and that could tear you apart.
Sure.
It's like something that's just lost. It's something that's broken away from you. And so what I did, I said, one day, I love fashion, and I always was a manager over a lot of different stores and working with Macy's, Bloomingdale's, and wanted to be a fashion designer right out of high school. I wanted to go to FIT, but I got married
Right.
as a young girl, and then still being a fashion, girl, always wearing the fashionable clothes, shopping all the time. But I said one day I'm going to be a fashion designer and design clothes. And today, at my age, I went back full circle and I started designing clothes.
That's great.
And I said I want to give back to women, and I knew this is what I had to do. Give back to the women and build up their self-esteem, make them feel good, look good, and, put it out there in the industry. And I started to do my research and see if there was a clothing line for women that has gone through a double mastectomy.
Wow.
And there is none.
I think it's beautiful that you're doing this.
So that's what I did, and it's going slow, but I needed the world to know that there is a line of clothing out there for breast cancer survivors.
That's great.
And if I can start it, I want to start it, and I want to put it in the fashion industry. I want to put it in on the fashion runway, and I want people to know that women need a line of clothing in the stores. Let's put it in Macy's. Let's put it in Bloomingdale's. Let's put it in those lines where they can go and on the rack and find that clothing line.
And I want our government to stop blowing up countries so we have more money for research for cancer and other diseases.
Yes.
Absolutely.
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 And we have found the video, so we're going to show that right now.
Okay. Mochelle, Mochelle's Fashions, Mochelle. Mochelle's Fashions, Mochelle's Fashions. Mochelle's Fashions, Mochelle.
Okay, that's a beautiful video, and it's beautiful what you're doing. And I know you guys all have your own causes as well. Why don't we go around, tell us what you're involved with.
Well, I am a model, up-and-coming model and actress. I am a part of a web series that just recently was released. It's called Brothers with a Z. What else am I doing? I'm a part of this theater production type group. It's called Styletainment. And their goal is to tour. It's about cancer as well. It's a cancer survivor story. So she's 5 years free. And it's just different scenes, like with a narrative, like telling her story.
That's great.
And other than that, just doing local shows.
Okay, okay. You are a double for my friend Tiger Khan, who's a pro wrestler. Double. I'm like freaking out. Anyway, tell us about yourself.
All right, so I model daily. I as well act. I'm working on 3 short films.
Okay.
I do a lot of music videos as well. You can call me a male vixen if you want.
Okay.
I as well do media, and I ghostwrite for a couple people. And I'm releasing. I actually have the head of media affairs for Mochelle's fashion magazine, since we do a lot of red carpet interviews, appearances. As well, I'm releasing my give back to the business as well this year, which is a non-for-profit awareness project called GUILT. It's a awareness project for youth between the age of 15 and 35 that are suffering through the epidemic we're going through with heroin now.
And it is an epidemic.
Mm-hmm. I've lost like
every race, creed, color,
doesn't matter.
Economic, yeah.
Doesn't matter. I've lost like 12 or 13 friends, and
Wow.
as Mochelle said,
wow.
What you take from the business, you must give back. So yes, I do have a lot of in front of the camera and a lot of behind the camera work going on at this time. But whatever I take out of that, I have to give it back to people that aren't being blessed as we are.
So do you feel, and this is for everybody, do you feel that as models, as actors, you should give something back? Because a lot of the celebrities, it's all about making more, and...
that comes, if y'all are cool, I'll answer that for us if you
It
want.
doesn't matter.
That's the greedy part of it. I've started to realize I have a couple friends in high places, and a lot of them do give back. It's quiet. There's other people that are running their give backs, their foundations, or whatever you want for them. There's greed everywhere. You can walk out in the street and somebody's not going to, if you have one shoe, nobody's going to give you another one or buy you a pair.
Right.
If you don't have a quarter, nobody's going to give you 5 cents to get you closer to a quarter. That's the same thing in this business.
So I think it's great that you're doing this.
Yeah, you have to. What you take from it, you have to give back.
There you go.
And if you
start somewhere.
if you don't give it back, you lose.
Okay. And tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I started when I was 14, and I got inspired by naturally being bullied in school and being called ugly and being humiliated by society, period. So as I got older, I
How did they come to the conclusion that you're ugly? This is
What?
Okay.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I wasn't the prettiest out of the group, I guess you can say. So as I got older, I started to become more involved with population and social media, and I started to see myself in more and more pictures. And now, as I got older, when I hit 14, I met someone, and I met Donna, and it just inspired me to keep my career going. And I've done fashion shows, I've been in magazines, I've been featured, I've been in a couple of short films, I guess you can say. And I've just been trying, and I want to be a Victoria's Secret model, honestly. So that's my goal. That's why I'm doing this, and I'm not greedy. I'm very open. My social life is very open. I'm a very calm person, and modeling just is another thing that makes my day go round and round, and it makes me feel good about myself.
That's great. That's great. Miss Botswana. There you go.
Yes, it's obvious. I'm from Botswana. My name is Sami. And how I started, I guess I had people who believed in me more than I did. And I just went like, okay, let me try. And I'm like, okay, I can do it. So I kept going, and this is where it led me to. Why Miss Botswana USA is because my country was going 50 years this year. So I wanted to do something to promote our country outside. So this was something that I thought is the best thing to do for the country. And I also started like my platform. I started a non-profit organization. I called it Fly Thy Flag. Why Fly Thy Flag? I feel like we come all the way here and we forget who we are and where we come from. So that's just to get everybody to carry their flags everywhere they go and to show pride in who we are and where we come from. And yes.
In a previous life, I taught English as a second language to people from every possible country, and what you realize is people are people. Doesn't matter. Religion is variations on a theme, and it's the politicians that set us against each other.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. My mother was kosher, my mother was Orthodox, and her Muslim friends had tears in their eyes when she died. So people are people.
That's right.
Absolutely,
It
absolutely.
just feels like one big family out here.
That's true.
Because we've done like past events, we've done a walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. Usually people come dressed up in their country flag colors. You bring your flags, you fly them around.
That's great.
We've had picnics. We've had, at the picnic, everybody brought like a dish from their country.
Ah, that's
So it was
beautiful.
like kind of sharing, oh, you did this in your country. Oh.
Share the love.
Yeah, we had games day where we came to the playground and brought our childhood to the playground. And one day soon, probably we're going to be in the Parade of Nations for the UN.
Oh, that's great.
So
Very
we
ambitious.
keep going.
That's great.
Yes, and then the final day for the pageant is November 5th. It's going to be in Washington, D.C.
Oh,
Wow.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
going to be at Howard University. So hope to see you guys there.
Legendary Howard University.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, so my name is Kereem Vargas, and I'm an actor / model. I've done a couple short films, been in magazines, been doing this for about 16 years now, off and on.
So you're the elder statesman here.
Yeah. Apparently.
Right.
I hope I don't show too much.
Doesn't show at all.
Thank you. So yeah, basically been off and on for 16 years, and decided to take a break to pursue my engineering career. And I've established myself enough to jump back into the industry, and I'm just going full steam ahead.
And since you mentioned engineering and having side incomes, how important is it for a model? And sometimes they do age out, although I've seen models as old as 80.
Yes.
I saw an Asian model, 80 years old, and the guy looked very elegant. Right? Right. But many times models will age out. So what's plan B? Acting?
Well, definitely, I want to transition into acting and be a full-time and high or well-known actor in feature films, big screen, on billboards, etc. So it doesn't stop here. Basically, sky's the limit. And we want to use our experience and our network to grow. Have it together as a team, as a family.
I was associate producer on The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke, and I'm involved in film. And many times they are looking for a unique look more so than, just plain beautiful, because beautiful's common.
Right.
So many times, like, you're very exotic looking, so I would think you would have a better chance than somebody who's just blonde hair, blue eyes, like that's a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
Dime a dozen.
Right.
No, seriously, seriously.
One thing about this business to society, I will say this, and I think everybody in this chair is going to agree with me. Unity. Our society is divided upon people doing what they're told by others. We're also derived on things that we know from the past, separating us as people. As we know, it's not hidden. We're going through another racial epithet in our life.
This country is so divided. It's very sad.
My point to that was that I have friends of all colors, all nations, and they make a huge stereotype about this business. Yes, there are bougie people in this business, but what I will say, I've gotten a lot more family and a lot more family friends. A lot of people that are loyal to me that I know from being in this business, of all types of colors, all types of races.
Regardless of the business, surround yourself with supportive
Yes.
people
Yes.
who really care.
Right. Absolutely.
I mean, that's always going to get you to the next level, and have networking skills and be good at what you do.
Absolutely.
I mean,
so with me, I've always been a social people person. I started with working a diagnostic center, counseling young people in my 20s, getting married at 19 years old.
Wow.
And then,
how'd that work out? Usually it doesn't.
It didn't work
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
Yeah.
13 years of marriage.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I outgrew my marriage.
Okay.
And then I had two
I asked a tough question.
two beautiful kids.
So it did work out.
It did work out. I
Yeah,
have two beautiful kids and a beautiful granddaughter. She's 12 years old. Amazing. And
Okay, I have a tough question for you.
Okay.
Would you want her to model, knowing the good and bad of this industry?
Well, she really don't want to model. Okay.
But if you had a niece, nephew, son, daughter, whomever who wanted to model, would you recommend it?
Absolutely.
You would.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yes. And I have some nieces that are in Atlanta that is doing some work in modeling, and some nephews that are ready. I'm ready for them to put them on the runway. Soon as I connect in Atlanta.
You got nephews that are drummers?
I have nephews that's drummers. I have nephews that are organ players, piano. My family is so instrumental, from my mother to my sisters playing the organs for years. And we always also been in sewing and, in the garment of making clothes and fashion. That's our whole line of family too as well. So it's very talented people in my family.
There you go.
And we're blessed. Thank God for the blessings for that.
And please plug any social media, how people can reach you and see you online.
You could reach me at dmochelle.com. You can talk. It'll show
and
you
spell
everything.
it. Spell it.
DMOCHELLE.
Okay.
That's Donna Mochelle, but DMochelle.
Okay. Anybody else want to plug any social media real quick?
Sure. So Modelesque on Instagram, SO_model ESQUE.
Wow, that's catchy. Okay.
Emporium K official, EMPORIUMK official, and that's on every social media site.
All right.
And mine is Leann Rivera, LEAN Rivera RIVE, and that's on everything.
Okay.
For mine, it's Same Kooneeng, SameKooneeng. But follow us for the Road to the Crown.
Road to the Crown. Sounds like a heavyweight boxing match. I like it. Yeah. Who's the boxer? The boxer's not here today, right?
Well,
Okay.
The Journey to the Crown, Miss Africa USA, Miss Botswana. That's our page.
Okay, great.
And you guys can follow me on Instagram at Intellect, INTALECK.
There you go. Good looking and smart. Intellect. There you go.
I like that.
Anyway, folks, when we come back, we're going to have a live fashion show right here on our stage. Don't you dare go anywhere. This is the eclectic mix known as Legends TV. We'll be right back. For nearly a decade, Evan Ginzburg's Legends Radio has featured interviews with the greatest names in the arts and sports. Heard worldwide at legendsradio.net, the program has featured these great musical legends: Ray Manzarek of The Doors, Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkins, Judy Collins, Roberta Flack, and many more. Stars from movies, TV, and comedy have included Jenny McCarthy, Wayne Brady, 30 Rock's Judah Friedlander, Shelley Berman, Jackie the Joke Man Martling, David Allen Greer, and Paul Mooney. Stars of pro wrestling and MMA include Bruno Sammartino, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Superstar Billy Graham, and Frank Shamrock. Co-hosted by renowned journalist Dr. Mike Lano, Legends Radio is heard Wednesdays 7 p.m. to 9:20 p.m. Eastern Standard. We are archived 24/7 with hundreds of hours of classic interviews. Legends Radio also features the best in indie music, showcasing talent deserving wider exposure.
Brooklyn, baby, don't forget the gravy.
We are soldiers.
You missed the birth of your mother and father. Don't you dare miss Evan Ginzburg's Legends Radio.
Behind the bomb, free
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Ou aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Hi, Mochelle is back, and I want to talk a little bit about breast cancer. I want to talk about when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Yes, I'm a breast cancer survivor, and so as I was talking earlier about on the show, I've been in fashion. I've been, working in different stores, fitting bras and whatnot. I feel that my life came around full circle, and I was on purpose. And in the midst of me writing a business plan and me putting together designs for breast cancer, I was then diagnosed with breast cancer. So I know that I'm in purpose. So my purpose is to do what I'm doing right now. And so that's when it comes into the point where Mochelle's fashion designs for breast cancer survivors, designs that are made for women that has gone through a double mastectomy, the line of clothing is here. And so I bring to you the designs of Mochelle Fashions. We have the young man here, Chris, who's wearing a casual black suit, casual pants, nice jacket, and he's ready for the lady to come on out here and show some of Mochelle so he could take her out for the night, take her out. She's wearing something that she could wear at a ballroom. This is Mochelle's Fashions. And it's beautiful. It's a bubble dress with a very beautiful sequence, silver, with the two-piece straps going to the back. And her slingback shoes just brings beautiful wear to the outfit. Work that outfit, girl. Show them what you know. Awesome, beautiful, white, just nice, like a beautiful white. I would call this material a scuba material. It's a new material that's out today, and a lot of the fashion is wearing the scuba gear. It's very comfortable. It's not. It's very. It don't have to be wrinkled. It don't get wrinkled. You could ball it up, and it's still ready to wear. So that's one of the beautiful fashions of Mochelle. I bring to you to the next online here is Leann. She's wearing a two-piece white see-through sequins, not really sequins, but it is sequins. It has the sequins, silvery, glittery look, and it's a beautiful wear that she can wear out on a club, or she could wear out just for the day out, just having fun. You could show it around, just walk around. Very comfortable. This is something that we wore back in the day, bell bottoms. I love the swing wide leg pants, and something wear it off the shoulder, which is very sexy and just comfortable. And she looks like she's having a good time. Thank you, Leanna. Kereem. Come on, Kereem, the smart gentleman for today. He's wearing a touch of pink. Stands for, he's definitely representing breast cancer. And he has a suit on with a nice black tie. Walk for us. Let's see what you got here. All right. This is what our models do. They rip the runway. Work it, Kereem. So he's about to meet his young lady for the night, which is same. She's coming in with this electrifying pink, beautiful light green, lime green. And she could wear this to a wedding. She could wear this to church. She could wear this anywhere that she wanted to be fabulous, a night out with a friend or a date for the night. All right. Thank you very much, guys. And so just for closing for Mochelle, I want to thank some people for a wonderful opportunity to be here on this television station. Carmen Colon, thank you so very much, Carmen, for having me or, just mentioning me in this segment here. I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to God. Thank God for the opportunities that I'm alive. And this is the month of breast cancer. And all I want to say to those women out there to please go get tested. Get tested to make sure that you are okay. It's best to get tested now than later, not knowing. I know a lot of women are very afraid to know what the results are, but it's better to know the results than not to know and then die. And there's a lot of women that has passed away and gone because they didn't go and get tested on time. So, test it today. Tomorrow is the walk, breast cancer walk. Sunday, get out there and walk. Put your donations in. We need to find out more information about, more information on finding cures, medication. I could plug in a whole lot of other things, but the time wouldn't even take, it would take much more time. But my most important to women is being tested. Men, be tested, or even test yourself while you're home. And buy Mochelle's fashion magazine at MacCloud, MAGCLOUD. You can go to MacCloud.com and purchase Mochelle's fashion magazine for breast cancer survivors. It gives a lot of information, a diagnosis. It gives a lot of information about when you're diagnosed and you don't know the questions, a lot of information for women that has gone through testimonies, inspirational, and it has a lot of other designers that are in the magazine that I feature. So it's a beautiful magazine. I promise you, you will enjoy it. I have a show that's coming up next week, October 22nd. It's going to be at Bedford-Stuyvesant Community Multicultural Center in Brooklyn. You can go on my website, dmochelle.com, DMOCHELLE, and just go to our website and you can click on and you'll learn a whole lot more about what's going on. Thank you so very much, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.